What's your, oh, and it gets better, story? I won second place in a writing competition. 2 people entered. Okay, so like a year and a half ago, I had a Marvel movie marathon at my friend's house. We stayed up until like 7 AM watching Marvel movies, eating nothing but Oreos and drinking Coca-Cola. Throughout this time period, I haven't gotten to the bathroom once. So after we finished one of the movies, I went to the bathroom, and this is where hell breaks loose. My stomach was hurting from eating only Oreos and soda, so I had to shit pretty badly. And so I did and felt relieved, for like 0.5 seconds. I flush the toilet and it's not going down, and I kinda begin panicking, and start flushing the handle several times. Then at that perfect moment, the water starts to rise and overflow, shit still not flushed. I tried using the plunger but that shit wasn't working out for me since it was already overflowing. I start crying and my friend can hear me and comes in. She's a saint, so she like calms me down and calls for her mom. It takes her mom an entire hour to fix the toilet and clean up. My friend and I look back and laugh now, but at the time I wanted to flush myself down that toilet. Fake story. Source: girls don't poop. My manager decides to start a project management trainee program. He hires his wife under her maiden name into the program. He then hires his mistress into the program. He gets invited to go on a corporate award trip where he gets to bring a guest and takes the mistress, not his wife. None of them worked there shortly after that. The kid who bullied me for being short never went through growth spurt and is significantly shorter than anyone I know. It gets better. He had to sit under the ceiling projector in class for the next 2 years and it required to be manually turned on and off, which could have easily been done by a normal-sized 14-year-old standing on top of a desk. The teacher would ask for him to turn it on every single day, and he'd always fail. That brought the whole school's attention to his height and everyone started calling him little boy. That shattered his self-esteem. The only girl he ever made out with cried afterwards because she couldn't believe she had sunk low enough to make out with little boy. Victory. The time my friends and I got into a 3-car accident with us smack dab in the middle. We'd gotten hit by a tow truck driver. Dude owned the company, the truck, and had no insurance whatsoever. There's that, and then there's the time I got attacked by a toilet in the Cairo airport, XD. When my son was a toddler, my wife and I had a wedding to go to, so my mother-in-law agreed to watch him for us. Day goes fine, we pick him up, and she says everything went fine. They went to a BBQ at her friend's house. On the drive home, he is telling us about the day, and how he went swimming in a car. After a few questions, we discover that my mill allowed him to play in one of those red and yellow Fisher-Price cars around a pool, inside the fence. Inevitably, he falls in. It gets better. After they dive in and fish him out, they let him get back in and continue. He fell in again. Please tell me they aren't allowed to watch him unsupervised from now on. Once, my dad's muffler was dragging, so he removed it by crawling underneath the car with a chainsaw. He was using a chainsaw because he had already tried and failed with an axe. Someone broke into my car one day. They took all the stuff in my console and glove compartment and threw it around my car. I found a note that said, "Try harder next time, Daniel." My name is not Daniel. That reminds me of a story I remember hearing where guy came home to his apartment burglarized and all his belongings were tossed about. He realized nothing was stolen and there was a note left on the table that read, "You ain't got no shit worth stealing." Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to Best Questions.